Hello everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you how to carry lower elo games without winning laning phase. You know the drill. I'm going to be playing very passively in this lane against Veigar. I'm going to let him get away with whatever he wants to. And I'm just going to focus on pushing the wave and putting that into practice, because I tell everyone below gold, just push the wave and you will win games. So that's what we're going to be doing. This game is played in around Gold Elo on the Vietnamese server. And in case you're wondering who I am, I'm Ahri. I was formerly the rank 1 Ahri on NA, and I've been challenger every single season since season 4 across EU West, Korea, and the North American server. I've been a professional coach for about 6 years. Looks like there's funny level 1 stuff happening here. I'm just going to take W here to make sure that I can get a mana flow band proc and then run away. Yeah, I've been a professional coach for about 6 years, coaching all the way from Iron to pro players on stage. So if you want to get some coaching and actually concrete ways to improve at the game and a pretty clear path so you can actually feel like you're improving, then link in the description, mid.coach. Go check that out. Okay, so we're going to let Veigar get away with whatever he wants to get away with. I've actually recently realized that probably Q starting for lower elo players is better, because that allows you to already push the wave level 1. Ahri has an incredibly strong level 1. With W, because she can out-trade almost anyone, because she can get her trade off faster than anyone else can get their trades off. She can auto-attack, W auto-attack, before anyone else can really land as much retaliatory damage. But we're not going to be using that. Oh, he took Cage level 1. Well, realistically speaking, I should be punishing this very heavily, but really want to let Veigar get away with whatever he wants to get away with. I'm not going to force any aggressive trades. I'm not going to punish him for being on cooldown, and I'm not going to punish him for last hitting. We're just going to be playing very non-interactively, constantly maneuvering onto the opposite side of the lane as the Veigar, and then we're going to hit level 3, and when we do that, we'll have double points in Q, and when we have double points in Q, well, that's when the real fun begins, because that's when we're going to start pushing the wave, and that's when we're going to try to actually take some control in the lane. But until then, we're just going to be sitting back and doing a whole lot of nothing. Stand inside of the wave to make sure I don't get hit by Veigar spells. And try to stand behind minions. Try to line up our CS here to make sure we don't miss too many underneath the tower. Looks like I will miss quite a few. Can use spells there to get your last hits, but shmee shmoo. It's okay. I think it's fine to miss last hits as well. Trying to just stay behind minions or stay outside of Veigar's range. Want a W here just to last hit. He slaps me a little bit. Now I have double points in Q. Oh, my Veigar. We don't kill him anyway. I don't have charm. Yeah, this is kind of the downside of doing double points in Q, is if your jungler actually ganks, well, then you don't have any follow-up setup, but that's okay. We're just going to push out the wave here. Push out the wave, and then whenever you push out the wave, you want to see if you can do anything. I have a ward available, and I have a lot of time, so let me go ward the enemy topside jungle, and then slap their little Scryer's Bloom here, and then come back to mid lane. Now we know that the enemy jungler didn't clear his golems. Jax also stole some of my XP, so I'm a little bit down in XP now, but that's okay. Q the wave, run away. Just run away, sit back, do nothing, wait for your Q to come up again, then walk up, Q the wave again, and then run away again. Now I can look to maybe base, I can look to help my Jax up here if a fight breaks out, or I can look to get an even deeper ward, maybe on the bot side. But for now, I'm just going to hover this bush and do a whole lot of nothing. Oh, I don't like seeing a Kog'Maw get fed early. Why? Because Kog'Maw has a lot of DPS and can build quite tanky, which can make it very difficult for Ahri to actually kill him in fights. Again, Q the wave, run away, walk back up, Q the wave, ignore the Veigar, I don't care, push out the wave, now go ward the bot side here to make sure that Twisted Fate is not doing anything crazy. Looks like Twisted Fate just did Scuttle Crab, so now I have a ward on the bot side as well. We have so much vision. I want to ideally play for my Lost Chapter first base. That would be awesome, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Just wait for all the minions to line up, Q the wave, then back off, wait a little bit. W to CS, that's okay. You can use your W to CS if you need to. If you think you're going to miss your minions otherwise, then just press W. Looks like there's a fight happening up here, so I'm going to run up here. My Jax is tanking tower shots. That feels a bit dodgy. I need to make sure that he survives. I would love if you could back away. Just take the jungle camp and call it a day. Yeah, I would really love if you could just smite the jungle camp and then run away. That would be awesome, because I want to get back to mid lane. I don't have that much mana now, so I need to start thinking about getting a base off here. I might have just killed myself. Gonna W and run away. Yeah, I end up in a very awkward spot now because of my Jax going for that invade and just continuously trying to find the Twisted Fate instead of just getting the camp and getting out. Because now I need to look for a base. Veigar got his base off and I didn't get my base off, but I don't have enough mana to quite push the wave out. I'm gonna Q this once and then just take my base. Except that I don't have enough mana to push out the next wave. Just take my base here and then teleport, and accept that my base will just be slightly worse. Because my Jax made a bad play. I get punished for trying to help him, which, so it goes, right? Grab a pink ward here as well, because we're gonna start roaming quite soon. Oh, my Lux is dead again. That is not great. But we're just gonna Q the wave, run away. Stand inside of the cage. If I get hit by a Q, that's okay. Worst part, like, the most important part is you don't get hit by the W. If you get hit by the Q, that's okay. Stay outside of his range, wait for the wave to come up. Then the wave comes up here. So I'm just gonna wait for them to line up, Q the wave, back off, wait a little bit. He changes to clarity because he doesn't want to get ganked, I guess. Run away. Push out the wave fully and then leave. I could try to really chunk him out quite heavily here. I'm going to pink ward the bot side here because I want to start looking for bot side roams. Here, realistically speaking, I should be trying to punish the Veigar for doing this. He should not just tank the wave. Look at how much health he's losing for doing this. I could have potentially found a kill on him. But instead, again, we want to play non-interactively, so I'm not going to look for kills on him. I'm just going to look to push the wave, and then you can do whatever you want to with that. Push the wave, leave. W, whenever you roam anywhere, it's important to W to just get there a little bit faster. Look at bot lane. How should I approach this? The only way this roam can work is if I come from behind. Looks like that roam is already over. I ran into the Twisted Fate, so let me chunk him out. I can actually ult to kill him here. But again, I don't want to really get any kills in the laning phase, so I'm just going to let him get away. I evaluated that the bot lane roam was done by the time I would have gotten there, so I didn't want to waste time running down there. I might as well just turn around and get back to mid lane. Push out my wave. I want to take this plate here because I don't quite have enough mana for my Blasting Wand, and Blasting Wand is massive on Ahri because it gives you a break point at level 7. Okay. I mean, I will throw spells back at you if you throw spells at me. He wants to Q at some point here, so we need to try to dodge that. Perfect. He is all out of spells here, so I could punish him. I am letting him get away with a lot of stuff that he should not be getting away with, but so it goes. I just want to push the wave out and then take my base because I have enough gold for a Blasting Wand. If you have to charm the cannon minion, that's okay. You're going to be leaving anyway, so it doesn't matter if your charm is on cooldown. So let me just take my base here. Well, bot lane is incredibly, incredibly volatile, I'm noticing here. Get my Blasting Wand, come back to the lane. Now we have a break point where my Q is going to one-shot the caster minions for the rest of the game. You reach this at level 7 when you're playing Ahri, if you have Lost Chapter and Blasting Wand. Sometimes if you get Lost Chapter and Dark Seal very quickly, you'll hit it as well. Or if you have Lost Chapter, Dark Seal and an Amp Tome if you're going Blackfire Torch. Otherwise, you reach this point at level 9 on Ahri. I want to Q the wave. I want to start pushing. I'm going to do Emax second. Why, you might wonder? Because the enemy team comp is quite squishy, which means that I'm going to be playing for one-shots, and Charm is the way to get the highest upfront damage. So that's what I'll be playing for. And again, I'm going to let Veigar do whatever he wants to. I'm just going to push the wave. He's hitting me with spells. That's great by him. I don't care. I will push the wave, and then I will leave. And now we're going to go topside here, see if anything is happening. There's a pink ward here. Let me clear that. Twisted Fate's up here as well. Well, he shouldn't really feel comfortable playing this because he is no Flash. He can die very, very easily. Yeah, I'm playing Malignance this game again, by the way, because the enemy team comp is very squishy, so I want to play for a one-shot build. Okay, I'm gonna let him take this pink ward. You could absolutely fight him here and stop him from doing that. But again, I want to let him get away with whatever he wants to get away with. Ping that I'm on my way to Grubs here and then run up. Look for this fight here. This looks awesome. If my Jax wants to play it, he just hit level 6. Twisted Fate should just die here. Looks like my Jax doesn't want to play it though. Okay, wait for spells. Look for the Twisted Fate. Kite out. Need to wait for my Gangplank. Hold my ult here and just move. Then dodge spells with it. Look to go around the wall. Catch the Aatrox. Can look for the Veigar here by taking Blast Cone and then continue chasing him with W ult. Q. He should die as well. Nice. There we go. Very, very clean fight. Very, very clean fight. But just go for one target and then wait for your spells. Wait for your spells. I had first move, so I got to pick that fight. My Jax could have played it a lot cleaner, but he didn't want to. We're going to shove out this wave by queuing it as such. Queue the melees and then wait for all the minions to line up and then queue again. It's the fastest way to push the wave. Gonna place a ward here just so I can see what the enemy Veigar is going to do after he teleports back to the lane. I'm gonna take my base here because I have a ton of gold and my ult is on cooldown, so it's not like I can force any proactive plays. I actually wonder if Shadow Flame is going to be good this game. Because the enemy team has a Morgana, so she can Black Shield my full rotation. So I don't think I'm going to one-shot anyone. I think I'm going to need multiple rotations. So I'm going to go CDR here, actually, and I'm going to run Horizon Focus. This build was also recently buffed, so it is slightly better to go for it now. It was buffed by around 250 gold worth of stats, so yeah, why not pick it up? It is about a kill better now. I'm going to pick up a Sweeper here as well, and a Pink Ward, because we're going to be roaming a ton. This also means that I'm going to have my ult available more often, which means I can look for more picks. Looks like there's a fight happening on the top side. I don't have my ult, so I can't really look for proactive plays. So let me just slap this tower instead. I would love to get the plate here, but Veigar is tanking the wave. It's funny, it's 10 minutes in, and I just fully procced my mana flow band. Looks like my Jax is doing grubs, so I'm going to sit in this bush, and I'm going to try to run up and help him. Looks like he is getting contested, so let me run up here. Try to one-shot the Aatrox. There we go. Then come back to mid lane here. And now I'm going to sit in this bush because I just saw the Veigar move over. And Veigar goes back to mid lane, so I'm going to run back to mid lane. It is my job to stop the Veigar from being able to contest this. Slap him over the wall. If he runs through here, then I can catch him. Maybe I can catch the Twisted Fate. He should already be dead, so let me just run back to mid lane. Oh, he's not dead? Okay, let me run over here then. I can ult to catch him. There we go. Come back to mid lane. Again, this is all happening because I'm just permanently pushing the wave, so I have the first move opportunity to go for any play. Veigar has to respond to me, and he either has to walk into me and like flip that he's moving into me, or he has to just sit mid lane and do nothing, which is what he has been doing. Veigar is roaming bot lane here. I don't have my ult available, so I'm not going to follow this roam. I have no interest in trying to help this. I'm just going to sit mid lane and slap the tower, because I don't have my ult, so I can't make any proactive plays. Veigar gave the Kog'Maw a double kill, but he died. I got 2 plates mid lane. I'm probably going to get 3. And Veigar is losing 2 waves here. So in total, he lost it's a net difference of about 700 gold is what just happened, which is worth 2 kills. And the enemy team only got a net advantage of 1 kill, right? So overall, we made out with 700 or 400 more gold than them in this sequence, despite the fact that I just sat mid lane and slapped the tower and didn't follow the roam, right? While the enemy team got more kills than me. It's because kills don't matter. Matters is CS and plates. That is all we care about. Shove the wave. Veigar is going to slap me. That is okay. We're going to enter a point soon where I'm not going to be able to push the wave unless I trade with the Veigar first if he wants to aggressively cage me. I'm going to sweep the bot side here and potentially roam down. Or I could teleport here. This play is probably already over by the time I get here. Yeah, this play is going to be over by the time I get here, so let me just run back to mid lane. This might be a misevaluation. I might have been able to catch the Twisted Fate here. Yeah, realistically speaking, I could have ran down and killed the TF. I thought that he was going to back off. I just miscalculated how he was going to play this. Looks like the Veigar is slapping me quite a bit. That's okay. Stay opposite side of the lane as him. Push out the wave. Back off when he steps up. I'm just going to take my base here anyway. So let me just fully shove out the wave and then leave. Take my base. Look for Horizon Focus. We can get double CDR here, which is just so big because it gives us a ton of cooldown reduction. So we can get our ult off more often, which is going to mean we can be way more proactive on the map. I'm going to teleport mid lane here because we're probably going to look to play towards this dragon. So I need to have pressure mid lane. That is not how Veigar Cage works, my dude. Again, going to shove out the wave here. Just play on the opposite side of the lane as Veigar. Push out the wave and then leave. Push out the wave, leave. That's all I care about. How does bot lane look? I want to trap this bush. So I'm going to sweep it and then maybe... Twisted Fate is moving up here, so I don't feel very comfortable sitting in this bush. But I think Veigar is going to run down like this and try to help with whatever's going on down here. And I'm going to go back to mid lane and push out the wave. Push out the wave. Veigar based. Okay, interesting. Push out the wave, leave. Miss 1 minion, that's okay. I'm going to trap this bush and try to see if I can catch the Twisted Fate here. Nice. Hit the charm on him. He should die. Nice. Look for Kog'Maw next. Wait for spells. Can look for Morgana here. Oh. Oh. How did I get stunned? Did I get binded? I must have gotten binded. Oh, that really sucks. Oh, my Tristana kind of entered it as well. Yeah, I had jumped into her binding, I guess. There's probably a cleaner way to play that, where I ult differently or where I flash instantly. I just wanted to wait for my rotation. I also think my Jack should have just instantly jumped on the Twisted Fate after I charmed him. He should have died instantly, and we could have taken a breath, played the fight a bit slowly, waited for rotations, and then jumped on the Kog'Maw there, and we probably could have won the fight. I was aiming for Morgana because low battery, huh? I was aiming for Morgana because Kog'Maw had a black shield on him, so I didn't want to charm into him. But it looks like it's going to be a bit of a fun one, because Kog'Maw is going to be able to build quite tanky soon, and Veigar is going to scale as well. So at some point, I'm not going to have any targets to one-shot anymore. Okay, Kog'Maw is mid lane. I mean, sure. He looked like he wasn't paying attention, because he just kept running at me, right? Oh, he has Terminus? Oh, he's going to be tanky. I mean, not a lot I can do in the isolated 1v1 here, especially not if Morgana is around, so I just kind of need to wait for teammates. Yeah, am I dead? I mean, I think just ult. I think I die anyway. Yeah. I mean, I knew she was around somewhere. I just didn't think she was around top side. Because my Jax is top side. I thought she was on the bot side. I also don't like that my Lux is not running mid lane here. That's pretty bad. We're going to bleed a mid tower here. We're going to bleed a Herald as well, probably. And my Jax is going to die too. I mean, Kog'Maw should die mid lane, though, because it's a 2v1. No, why would I FF? Open bot side here. We can still win the game by just splitting the enemy team apart. But this is going to be a rough game now. I guess it's going to be a very tough game because of those 2 deaths. I lost a lot of time. I think I'm going to have to try to play for the isolated 1v1 against Veigar as well. My concern is just Kog'Maw is so unfathomably fed. And he has a Morgana. Although my Tristana is also 2 items. Veigar opens mid lane here. I mean, I can run mid lane. Okay. Looks like my Jax does not want to play mid. We're going to bleed a top tower. I think I can defend mid lane tower here. The problem being is if we are always outnumbered against Kog'Maw, then we will lose. Because he is very, very strong. We need to kind of one-shot him in one rotation through CC. And the only way I can do that is if I have follow-up damage. Someone is TPing bot lane. That's probably Aatrox, because the Veigar is playing heal. So I'm going to run down here as well. Maybe I can try to look for a play with my Jax here. But I don't think I have damage to one-shot the enemy team. Gonna sweep this. I think my Jax is just killing himself again. Maybe I can catch the Aatrox here. He doesn't have wards. That sucks. Well, this is gonna be a rough one. Kog'Maw is opening through bot lane, so he's probably going to look to kill me, so let me just back off. Should mean that we have numbers advantage somewhere else on the map, because Kog'Maw is running bot lane, Aatrox is bot lane, so there's multiple people on the bot side. Oh, we can maybe one-shot him here. We have to play for it, I think. Okay, nice. Big shutdown. Just going to ult away to dodge his ult last second, or his passive last second, then take the wave. Excuse me, my wave. Okay, we find the one-shot on the Kog'Maw. Now we can keep pushing out this wave. Gangplank should ideally pressure the top side here. We should be able to push out mid lane now as well, because Kog'Maw died. Aatrox is top lane. That means he's not bot lane, so we can hopefully take this bot tower now. I don't have my ult, so I don't think I can really make a play on the Morgana here, if I'm super honest. Like, I can try to save you, but, like, okay, no, I just have to leave. Like, what do you want me to do? I have no ult. Tristana is AFK, which is slightly worrying. Twisted Fate can ult here as well. Veigar is going to come through here. I need to hit him with a charm. Maybe flash up can work. Flash away. Play this slowly. Run away. Wait for card to expire. Full rotation. Ult in. Look for Twisted Fate. Look for Veigar. Q. Ult. Look for Morgana. Charm. Nice. Q. Run down. We're going to keep applying pressure on the bot side of the map. Why is no one top lane? How am I 1v3ing bot side and we're still losing on the map? This should not be happening. Like, I'm 1v3ing bot and we're losing on the map? This is unrealistic. Okay, I see 2 players on the map. That means no one can be bot lane, so I can very easily push out this bot side and get a free tower. Yeah, losing a tier 2 when we have a 4v2 on the map is very, very criminal. Like, my teammates have made some mistake, like, on the map. Like, I don't know what they did, but they did something very, very poorly in terms of how we assigned lanes here. I want to take my base here because I do have enough gold for just a flat-out death cap, which I am going to buy because I don't think the enemy team really has a lot of magic resist yet. You can see the Kog'Maw hasn't really been able to pick up anything yet. He's probably going to get magic resist now, but by that time, hopefully I can get some magic penetration. I'm going to TP here because I have my ult coming up. So I think I can go help with this play. Oh, that was a very bad charm. I might have killed my Jax with that. Okay, we hit that spell. Why did you walk into him? He was dead, brother. Wait, what are you... He was dead. If Jax didn't walk in, this would have gone so much smoother. Push out mid lane, maybe? Don't know where Kog'Maw is, so I want to sweep this. Okay, Kog'Maw is here. We can definitely find him. Okay, he flashes. We can still kill him. Nice, he dies. I'm just going to ult away last second again. Just to make sure he doesn't catch me. So we take his flash and he dies as well now. This Kog'Maw is playing isolated quite a lot. We can still push out mid lane. I wonder what my Gangplank is doing in all this, because he surely hasn't been fighting and he hasn't been applying pressure anywhere. So what has he been doing? I'm not sure. Gonna take my base here and just leave. Because I don't have my ult and I have a ton of gold. That's a Twisted Fate ult. Gonna grab... I don't want to grab Magi's here, if I'm honest. I'm just gonna... Just because it's so easy for me to die in this game, all it takes is 1 CC and I am out. So what is my Gangplank actually doing? Because I feel like he's been farming this entire game, but he hasn't really been doing anything. Like, is he just taking jungle camps? Is that it? I'm gonna open through mid lane here, because there's probably gonna be a pretty big fight around Dragon now. Okay, looks like my Tristana does not want to be on mid lane, so I guess I will go on mid lane and push the wave out. I would love a world where my Tristana and my Lux are mid lane here, pushing out the wave, and I can fog, but looks like they don't want to do that, so I will do it. Push out mid lane, then I can move down like this and see if I can find an angle on someone. I should be out of vision here, so there's a pretty good chance that I can find something. Look for Morgana, then back off, just play it slow. Look for Aatrox next. Slow. If Kog'Maw's up here, I die. I'm just gonna run back to mid lane now because I don't have my ult available. So let's immediately just... The fight is over. I can't do anything else in the fight. So let's just get back to applying pressure and seeing if we can take something on the map. So I'm gonna push out mid lane here. You should be able to do Atakan here, to be honest. Because Kog'Maw is gonna be defending mid lane. Why is Gangplank basing, man? We have numbers. There's 2 people mid lane. Why are you basing? You can just... What are you... This has to be one of the most frustrating macro games I've played in quite a while, in terms of how my teammates are maneuvering this. I'm gonna go push out bot lane here. I want to get into the side lane. Like, I want to be in the side lane, so I'm gonna push this out. Like, what are we doing? Just base, man. You're low health. You don't need to be here. I'm okay. And then I want to look to trap. But the problem is we're giving up mid push by walking into the enemy jungle with our AD carry and support, instead of being on the mid wave. Which is very annoying and very, very bad, might I add. Have to see if I can catch someone up here. Okay, that's a Twisted Fate ult. Where's he going? I don't know. I'm gonna sweep this area just to make sure that enemy team doesn't have vision. Then I want to trap the bot side here, ideally. Someone could have snuck into this bush, in which case I'm dead here. But I just want to trap this. Try to see if I can catch the Veigar moving down here. Because if I can one-shot him, we can probably take the Atakan. Okay, he doesn't show. That's fine. Push out the wave and then repeat the trap. Oh, we found him. I think I'm okay, to be honest. You can kill him! Hey, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. So we get Atakan. I didn't realize he fully completed the hourglass, and I didn't realize that he also had exhaust. I should have ulted earlier just to get all my damage out. I also did just get one-tapped. Like, I got absolutely blasted. I got hit by the Q because I was exhausted. I could have ulted somewhere else, maybe, and then dodged the Q. I also got hit by a W. Yeah, I could have lived there, I think. The problem is if I ult up, then I'm running into Morgana, which gets quite ugly. But we got the Atakan, which is good. You can see my ult is already up again. That's just how short the cooldown is when you have Ultimate Hunter and you have these 3 items. Your ult is just always up, so you can keep forcing. Looks like my Tristana really hates the idea of playing mid lane. Gonna wait here. Probably go Void Staff for the most upfront damage. I already have enough cooldown reduction with these 3 items, so I don't think I need more cooldown reduction. And Void Staff gives you more damage than Crit Bloom. Crit Bloom just has the extra added benefit of giving you cooldown reduction as well, right? Which allows you to get more rotations out. That's why you build it second if you need magic penetration, instead of something like Horizon Focus, because it has, or instead of a Void Staff as well, because it gives cooldown reduction so you don't feel as bad. I think I can kill you. Nice. Didn't even get to Hourglass. Okay, so now my Tristana wants to open through mid. Well, I'm gonna run bot then. Oh, I hate Baron here, but Kog'Maw is actually showing bot lane, so we can take Baron. I might have to charm Flash here. Maybe I can catch the Veigar over the wall. Nice. We can look for the Twisted Fate next. Now we're gonna push out mid lane. Baron should be guaranteed, so I don't need to help with it. So instead, I will push out mid lane and see if I can take this tower. Take mid tower here. Don't know where the Kog'Maw is. Okay, he opens through mid lane. I have ult available, so I'm not too worried about him running at me. I could try to ult on him and fish for something. The problem is Morgana is respawning here, so she can just black shield it. But I want to try to see if I can maybe take one of his summoner spells. Can look for the Morgana here, actually. Oh, I missed. Okay. She should die. Look for the Kog'Maw next. Oh, I didn't get a reset. Oh, but I hit my charm anyway, so it doesn't matter. I didn't get a reset on my ult there. Gonna take my base here. Look to... I really want a Banshees here. So am I gonna sell my Dark Seal with 10 stacks for a Banshees? I think teleporting out with Magi's makes a lot more sense because the enemy team has 2 people that are dead, so we need to apply a lot of pressure with this. But I honestly would have sold my Dark Seal for a Banshees if I had enough gold. But I just barely was a bit short, if my math isn't off. So I'm gonna push out mid lane here, and then we want to trap the enemy bot side jungle. Make it a bit annoying for the enemy team to try to run down here and contest, and we should be able to pick up this tier 2. My Tristana is... I don't know what she's doing, man. She's just running around the map. I don't really know what she's looking for here. Charm the Veigar. Q the Veigar. He Hourglasses. Play it slow, because Twisted Fate has spells. He flashes. Okay. Morgana is behind us. Don't know where the Kog'Maw is. Again, just gonna keep pushing out mid lane, because this should give a numbers advantage to my teammates. So this tower should be absolutely free. Gonna pretend to cancel the Veigar here, or like try to hit him. Charm the Kog'Maw. He should die. Clean one shot. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't build any magic resist. He should have built Wit's End into like a Jack show. And then this game would have been hard. I don't know how we're not taking this tower. I'm holding 3 people mid on my own. Like, what are we doing? Okay, well, I will run bot lane then, I guess. Like, I'm so confused. Oh, we can also just take this tower, I guess. But this is really annoying. Now I'm running bot lane, and if my teammates start a fight here, well, then I'm not there. But the Kog'Maw is dead, so it should, realistically speaking, be a winning fight, right? Like, if we're super honest. Yeah, it's a winning fight. I probably could have ended the game mid lane here, if I'm super honest. If I stayed mid, probably could have just forced an end. But let's go bot lane and then take this tower. Yeah, I don't know. This Gangplank is really annoying, the way he's playing. Because he refuses the side lane. He's just running around like a headless chicken. He refuses to apply pressure. So it means that even if I'm dragging people around, it doesn't matter. Try to see if I can one-shot the Morgana. That should be a setup. Look for the Veigar next. He should die. Wait for spells. Can maybe look for Aatrox here. Nice, he dies. Look for the Kog'Maw next. Oh, my W didn't go off on him. Got his flash though. That should be another inhib. Twisted Fate is spawning soon. Kog'Maw is up. I don't have ult. If Kog'Maw is a glider, he could actually try to win this. Because he has a Morgana shield and he has Twisted Fate CC. So this is a bit scary because I don't have ult and I don't have a way of getting on top of the Kog'Maw. And we don't have very easy CC for him. So this is a bit dodgy to try to end like this. Mostly because they just have so much CC, or chain CC, that they can just kill one target with Kog'Maw. Look for the Morgana. Back off. Nice. She dies. Okay, there's the game. What a tough game. What a tough game. I really thought that was lost. I really thought that was lost because of how fed Kog'Maw got. Like, Ahri does not deal very well with high DPS champions that can build tank. She also really struggles against Vayne. Like, a fed Vayne as Ahri, nightmare. A fed Master Yi as Ahri, oh my god. High DPS champ can build tanky. Kog'Maw as well, oh my god, it's a nightmare. But this Kog'Maw just didn't build tanky, so I could one-shot him. He also didn't play with his Morgana very well, so that was a free one as well. But yeah, push waves, win game. Push waves, win game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. See ya. Bye, bye, bye.